We're good. All right, so what's going on, guys? Chris Brown here.
What's up? Jay Small here.
This is Chris and Jay's GPS. GPS stands for Guide to Personal Success. As you know, if you've watched our last couple episodes. If not, check us out on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Chris and Jay's GPS.
Hopefully we get the quality worked out this week. That's kind of been a nagging issue, but I think we got it figured out now. So
yeah, absolutely. So today's topic is PMA, positive mental attitude, and the importance of a positive mental attitude, and tips and tricks on how to create a positive mental attitude. Excuse the interruption there. We got cars driving by. But anyways, so I guess I'll start it off, and then we'll pass it back and forth. We'll kind of just take it by wing here. Since I was born, really, I've never, I guess you could say the only time I've been told to be positive is during negative times. When somebody dies, or when you fail a test, or whatever it may be, somebody comes to you and they say, hey, stay positive, man. And that was really it. I've never, you're not really taught in school, hey, this is why you need to be positive all the time. That just doesn't happen, especially in public education. So it occurred to me maybe about 2.5 years ago when I first joined the affiliate marketing industry, and I started building my business of consumers. The first people I went to, obviously, were my best friends. I said, hey, guys, you got to check out this excellent opportunity. Look at these amazing products. Come try them out. Let's build this business, and let's make lots of money together. And they all most of them actually told me, you're dumb, stupid, crazy, not going to work. Good luck with that. We're still your friend, but we're not going to be doing that business with you. And that obviously got me very, very, very discouraged. And the person who got me involved with the affiliate marketing industry, I went straight to him. I said, I don't know if I can do this. I'm 2 months into this business. None of my friends want to do this. I don't know who else to ask. And he goes, Chris, you have a very poor PMA. And I said, well, what's a PMA? And he said, it's a positive mental attitude. Right now you're talking very negatively. He's like, your friends may not want to do this, but if you stay positive and you keep pushing through everything, you're going to make it. He's like, why don't you just start believing that your friends want to do it, or start believing that everybody you talk to is going to want to do it? Why don't you keep saying to yourself over and over and over again throughout the day, everybody I talk to wants to do business with me? He's like, try that. That's what we call an affirmation. So affirmations is the first tip I can give you guys on developing a positive mental attitude. Every morning when I wake up, I have 15 affirmations that I literally have memorized in my head. I don't even read them. I don't even look at them. I could say all 15 of them to you right now. Some of them are very personal to me, but one, for example, is every day in every way I am progressing. There's one affirmation. The other one is I am so happy and grateful for my strong yet growing relationship with God, and things like that. So develop your own. They can start with I am, but I recommend if they do start with I am, you're going to want to have what we call a commitment paragraph after the affirmations that you read. For example, mine is I, Christopher Michael Brown, stay 100% committed and focused on these affirmations written down until they entirely and wholly fulfilled and manifest into reality. And until that point, I will not stop and I will never quit. That's my commitment paragraph, because some of my affirmations start with I am. And when they start with I am, there's something in your brain that's actually telling you you are not. Because you know you're not. You know you don't have $1 million out there, but if you keep saying you do, I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire every single day, there's something in your brain that's telling you no, you're not. So it's not really, it's a positive affirmation, yes, but there's something in your brain that's not really going to allow that to happen. It's not going to allow you to believe that is going to happen fully until you have that commitment paragraph. So I recommend affirmations every single morning. But anyways, I went to my upline leader and he said, Chris, you have a very poor PMA. You need to develop a positive mental attitude. And that's exactly what he told me to do, to develop those affirmations. 6 months later, I was in a brand new company paid for, BMW, paid for by the company, because I kept with that positive mental attitude. I started reviewing my affirmations every single morning, and that was just one result. Do you have an example, Jay?
Yeah, it's really simple. Back when I first started, I was kind of in the same affiliate marketing that Chris was, and this is really where I was introduced to these concepts as well. But I've expanded it much more from there, just using a positive mindset every single day to really change your attitude and your outlook on the day. You wake up in the morning, a lot of people wake up Monday morning and they go, oh, it's Monday again. They start off in a terrible mood, and it sets the precedent for the day. If you wake up and you go, this is going to be the best day of my life, what's stopping it,
Yeah.
That's because every single day has that potential. And really, I think a lot of people nip the potential in the bud before it's even given a chance, So you wake up with a positive mental attitude. Like Chris was saying, one of the affirmations I use is just I try to think of wealth and of happiness and of success. And if you just think about all the things that you strive for, it really puts you in a mindset of positivity right from the bat, and it gives your day more purpose than if you didn't.
Absolutely.
So that's really my example of that that's kind of a tip for everybody too. Try going about your day and being positive about every single situation, because even when something negative happens to you, you have control over your mindset. You might not have control over the negative thing that happened to you. You get into a car accident, somebody smashes into you or something like that. Yeah, you didn't control that accident, but you control the outcome and how you're going to react from that. You get diagnosed with an illness or something like that. You control how you're going to react to that. Nobody else has the power to control that reaction other than you.
Absolutely. One of my favorite quotes from Andrew Carnegie, and if you don't know who Andrew Carnegie is, I suggest look him up. He was basically one of the first multimillionaires in the United States to ever walk the planet, actually. Never mind just the United States. But Andrew Carnegie says, the person who acquires the ability to take full possession of their own mind may take possession of everything else to which they are justly entitled. So I'll say that one more time. The person who acquires the ability to take full possession of their own mind may take possession of everything else to which they are justly entitled. So think about that. If you let's say you have a test coming up, and it's going to be a hard test, and this is just a really general example because we've all taken tests in our lives. So you have this test that's coming up. It's extremely, extremely hard. It's going to be hard. You're asking all your friends how they've been studying. None of them really know how to study, and you're bummed out about it. And you're thinking this whole time, I'm going to fail this test. 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 Next day, you take the test. You get the results back a couple days later. You failed the test, and you're surprised. You're like, I can't even believe this. I studied so hard. I studied with my friends. I went to extra help. I did all this work, and I still failed.
But you were focusing on the negative.
Exactly. So that's kind of what it plays off that quote. What that quote really means is, what you can see up here, you'll eventually see right here. And I don't really want to get into the law of attraction, and we'll save that for another episode.
Absolutely. But understand that your thoughts are physical. They have physical wavelengths. And they do create everything that was created on this planet was created in somebody's head first.
Yeah.
The house that you're sitting in, the computer that you're watching this on, the phone that you're watching this on, whatever. It was created in somebody's head before it was in your hand right now.
So another good example of this, actually, this was shared by Bob Proctor. I'm always talking about Bob Proctor. Look him up on YouTube. I highly recommend it. This guy's the leading expert of the law of attraction out there, so check him out. But Bob Proctor gave us an example when I was out in Arizona, and it was about this guy who was a movie director, and he wanted to win an Emmy. And he had no idea how he was going to do it. He wasn't very good at what he did, but he got better and better and better, and he practiced, and he became persistent, and he had a PMA, a positive mental attitude. He linked up with Bob Proctor. Bob gave him all this advice, and years later, down the road, I think it was 16 years later, he called up Bob Proctor, and he said, Bob, I've been nominated for an Emmy for one of my movies. I want you to attend. So anyways, Bob attends, and since this guy was nominated, he attended the rehearsal at the Emmys. And in the middle of the rehearsal, and Bob was there, this man that was nominated, he stood up, and he started reciting his acceptance speech of the Emmy. He had not won yet, and this was in the random. Everyone was wondering what was going on. The whole crowd was looking at him like, this guy's mental. But he stood up and he started reciting to everybody in the crowd his acceptance speech. The next day, during the Emmys, he won. He won the Emmy, and he actually got to go up there and give his acceptance speech, which everybody already heard. But that's an excellent example of having a positive mental attitude. That guy had such a positive mental attitude. He created an acceptance speech, already thinking in his mind that he was going to win that Emmy no matter what. He created a speech for it. So by the time that this actually happens, he was prepared. So become prepared first, and then just watch what happens. Stay positive. Focus on everything positive. Positive things will happen.
Exactly. I think that's the one takeaway from this video this week. Go out there and treat every situation as if you have control of it, because you do. You have control over your reaction. You have control over your positivity, and you'll find that positivity breeds positivity.
Absolutely. One last thing I want to leave you guys off with, and this is a great example, because a lot of people come up to me and they say, Chris, how do I stay positive through each day with all these negative things happening? What's a good tip for me to stay positive when I have all these negative thoughts flooding through my mind every single day? The one tip I can give you is stay grateful. So here's what I want you to try. This is an excellent exercise that helps me stay positive throughout any situation, no matter what the situation is. I can stay positive throughout the entire day. This is all you have to do. Anytime a negative thought hits your brain, and it happens a lot. It happens during everyone's life every day a lot of times. Anytime that thought comes, instantly get rid of it as fast as possible and think of one thing, just one thing in replace of that thought that you're grateful for. So let's say you fail a test, okay? You get the test back, it says a big F on it. Instantly, the first thing you should be thinking of is, you know what, I'm thankful that I have the opportunity of getting this, receiving this public education. Because first off, not a lot of people in the world, especially third world countries, don't have that opportunity. So be grateful for little things like that, and you'll notice how much your life will actually change just by becoming grateful when there are negative things surrounding you.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think we covered a lot of stuff, a lot of important stuff. You know, this is a very important thing because your mindset really is everything. It's hard to achieve any success or achieve any goal with a negative mindset. You know, it's starting with an obstacle already in your way. You know, so you want to clear your mind and be positive. You know, be prepared to win, and you'll win.
Absolutely. So go out there, be positive, stay positive. Remember to be grateful. Create some affirmations. If they start with I am, create that commitment paragraph. Again, mine is very simple. I, Christopher Michael Brown, am 100% committed and focused on these affirmations written down to the entirely and wholly fulfilled and manifested into reality. I'll not stop and I'll never quit. Do the same thing. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks.